All right, guys, welcome to our life in the Philippines. I thought today I will do a little different video actually, because a lot of times I get asked, what do you do, and do you have a job, do you have things you do, and honestly, I am semi-retired. I try to be retired as much as I can, even though in fact I enjoy the work. So and my job has been in the television industry and news broadcast and other things, and I've done a lot of editing, I've done a lot of other things, and I have a small little business in Florida where I lived for about 30 years or so, and I decided to keep that for a while, and then we'll see how it goes. And so far I've been busy, semi-retired, and I've been working for a long time, a couple 3 days a week. But lately, actually, during COVID and during all this stuff, a lot of stuff has changed quite a bit, and I actually got more work than I really needed, but I've been enjoying it. So today I work about 3 to 5 hours a day, and it's actually 6 days a week. So what do I do? Well, the business I have has been web related. I do websites, I do web design, I do apps and other things that I enjoy doing. And today I'm going to take you with me actually during the day, and you can see and follow a little bit. So it's going to be a very short video, but I'm going to do it because a lot of you have asked what you're doing and that kind of stuff. So here it comes. So this is my setup basically here in the studio. It's amazing, again, it's amazing, pretty amazing what technology can do today. What I'm doing here I couldn't have done 10, 15 years ago because number one, it depends on an internet that is 50 to 100 megabits per second up and down, and it was just not there 10, 15 years ago. But today the technology is here. So I have a few clients, like I said, a few clients back in U.S. where I worked with for many years, and the one in particular I work for today, we have known each other for a considerably amount of time, since late 90s, and I'm still working with them. So I guess they got to be liking something what I do, because we have a long-term relation, you could say. So when a contract, or not a contract really, but agreement, hey, can you help me, that kind of stuff, and I've been trying to do that. So this is my setup. I'm basically set up here in my bedroom, and I have my office / bedroom here. Right now I put some lights up, and I put some other things up so we can get a little better light to do this video. Other than that, I haven't done anything to it. And this behind me is my main tool that I use for the internet. So I'm going to take you with me for a little bit and show you a little bit what I'm doing. Today I'm doing a little editing, I'm doing a little bit of everything. So let's go and jump in here. Yeah, so all right guys, so a little bit more about the setup. It's very simple. One computer, and here you got 3 computers, and I don't know if it's because of the climate here or whatever it is, but they've been going down little by little. Power supplies are going out, and other things are going out. So I got 1, 2, and 3 units. And as soon as they open, I'm actually going to take them back into a computer store and have order some parts and fix them up again. And here is my other setup, and this is where I do my edit, my work, and there's the computer. Back there I have like a umbrella. This umbrella I'm not using right now for this because I use it as front light, and it gives a really decent light when I'm using this and going live with you guys on YouTube with that little dinky high definition camera. But it works good. I had it for like 6 years, and I was thinking of buying another one, a little better quality, but so far it seems to be working okay. And back here I have one of my other cameras set up for today's little shoot that we're doing. And up here, as you can see, I have a light there, plus I have a similar light actually, so let's see if I can catch it. Up in the ceiling that spreads the light pretty evenly around the entire room and get rid of shadows and other things, and we'll see. So I hope you enjoy it, and like I said, let's get into the work. I am editing today, and I'm doing a few other small little things, and at 1 p.m. My time here in Manila, 1 a.m. Eastern, I am doing the technical stuff for a shopping show that goes out to a few million cable homes actually in United States. They also broadcast on Facebook, on YouTube, and a few other places, and I'm all responsible for that. So we are having fun. That's what I do. All right, guys. So right now I'm actually doing a little bit of editing, and I am going to see here. Got to make sure I'm on the right track here. Okay. And basically what I do is for these guys, these are recorded product clips, and I'm cleaning them up without graphics. So we have certain procedures we do, and I'm pretty much taking the video, I'm removing the audio, which I just did there, and then we are going to do this clip. So we're going to change the speed, we're going to change the reverse the speed on this thing. You notice this spins one way, right? And then it spins the other way because I reversed the speed. It's just a half spin on the post, and I'm going to make that about a minute clip. That's minute 2 seconds, and that is item number 1233. You put that in here. As you can see, I have already done it, and then we render this out, and it becomes a clip that they can put up during the broadcast. So let's render it. And also I do all this remotely, so this is done actually from Philippines, but on a computer that sits in Florida. So that's it, and that becomes a clip. Let's go and have a look at that clip, and we can take a look at it. Server May edit, it's 1233. I just want to show you That's the clip I just made, and I'm going to play it for you, and here's the final product. Now the resolution doesn't come back at 100% for me, because I am going after speed rather than quality, because I know the quality on the computer in Florida is at 100%. So I do it so I can have a little bit of speed. But this is how this works, and I edit. Basically, yesterday they recorded an entire show for 3 hours, and there's a lot of clips that they might want to replay. If the product didn't sold, they want to put it up again, and that way they can keep the products in the vault or whatever, you know. So it's easy for them. They just make what we call a run list, put the item numbers in. In this case, this is a clip that was item number 1233, and it is right in there. And as you can see, I've been doing editing quite a few clips. I've been telling them that their Windows version has expired for some reason, so they need to reactivate that. It's funny. Alright, so let's do another one. Basically, that's 1233, so we're going to go and find another clip. Here we go. Here we have a nice little piece. Let's see. Yeah, there you go. Here we go. So I'm going to grab an input, mark an input here, so right there, and we're going to spin it just a little bit. Normally I do it fast spinning, but I'm going to do it this way for you guys so you can see it. And then we do mark it out when it stops on that side. Boom, there you go. Now we have a clip. We're going to put it down here on the timeline. Bring it down. Here is the audio. As you can see, the bottom little thing there. I unlink it and I just simply remove the audio. And now we need to make a clip out of it. And we copy that and we paste it in and reverse the speed on the second clip. That way the end of this clip meets the beginning of this clip, so it's a totally smooth transition without any jerking and all that. So here we go. We're gonna make this one to about a minute also. 1 minute 11 seconds. Once they put it up, and I'm going to show you that once the show starts, I'm going to record a little bit and we're going to go from there, so you can follow that as well. And that is coming up here in a little bit. So as you can see, this has a continuous motion with the edit I did. We go to the end of this. Here's the last frame on that clip, and then I go home, and we should see absolutely no movement. If you don't see any movement on the right hand program output there, no movement, then the clip is good, because once you put the clip up in the switcher, it seamlessly stops and starts without any problem. Let's see what the item number is on this one. 1234. So we're gonna go in and give it this item number, 1234, and we'll do it that way. And now we're gonna render it out to a clip, and this is a minute clip. It takes about 10-15 seconds to render it out, so it's no big deal. Right, and go back into here, 1254, No, 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. That's the clip I just made. Play it. Just play it, I guess. And it works pretty good, I guess. Yeah, there you go. So you can see the clip runs fine, and that's like the quality check on it, and it works fine. So that's it for the editing. This is mostly what I edit for these guys, and it's just a simple way of doing it. All right, guys, that was the editing. Now we are gonna look into the live production. Actually, this is from last night's live feed. These guys have a shopping network out of Florida, and I remote control the switcher and work with the guys there. We have guys that are putting up the products on the screen, unless, as you saw, we edited a clip, and a lot of those clips you can actually see them on the timeline down here. Excuse me. And the show goes on for about 3 hours every day. Actually, it is not every day. It's 2 hours some days. I think 3 days a week, and 3 hours a day, 4 days a week. But it is a 7-day-a-week job, and I decided to do it. I can at any time take a day off or 2 days off if I want. We have trained somebody else to do this, so I can do it. But anyway, it's very simple, and let's listen into the host a little bit so you can get a little feel for what the show is.
We'll see what happens.
Here we go.
All right, moving on.
All right, ready to move? Yeah, he said moving on, so here comes a diamond bracelet.
This beautiful bracelet.
And here is the graphics.
It's 4 carats of invisibly set Memphis cut diamonds.
On Thursday?
VS, gorgeous
Okay.
diamond. In a heavy bracelet, 18.9 grams, almost 19 grams on the bracelet.
So it's tomorrow.
Okay. And this is custom made.
Yeah, just let me know.
Want to know one of the reasons that I know that it's custom and it's not manufactured from a standard jewelry manufacturer, because normal jewelry manufacturing houses try to make the bracelet or the ring or whatever they're making as light as possible because of the cost.
What did you say, David?
Custom is much different. I don't know. This is 4 carats.
Oh, okay.
And it's beautiful. Buy it now is over 13,000. Here's another one. You know, you got, yeah, that's about right on it. 2,500 a carat plus the gold and everything else. Oh boy. Why don't we start this one off at 6,500? Very fine diamonds in this. And invisible setting, some of the hardest type of diamond setting to do. I don't know.
What?
Again, let's just cut down on the nitty gritty.
how much on the bid?
Let's start off. I'm going to do this. You will not be able to refuse this. Forget 6,500, which is where it should be to start. We're going to go 2,500.
All right, so that's a little bit of how the host works. So we can listen to him in the background. We obviously listen to him all the time, and I also have help with some of the graphics as far as changing the bids and other things. As you can see, the screen changes randomly up in the program window where you see the bracelet, and they control that from Florida. I'll just set up the data sheets for them, and all they got to do is just pick it as they go, and they can change the bids within 1 second, 2 seconds, as the host calls it out. All right, guys, that was a little bit about what I do and how we do it, and I'm putting it in here for you guys. I thought it'd be interesting to share with you and see what I'm doing. It's all about a life in the Philippines, and I'm not the type of guy that want to retire and just sit on my butt and do nothing. I just can't do it. You know, my wife always says, you always work, you always work, you always work, and I sure do, because one thing with me is I do the things I enjoy, and what I'm doing here I enjoy. Let's talk about a little bit about YouTubing too, as that has you know, been going on now for about a year. And I want to say that if you are doing YouTube, for sure, do not do it for the money, because you have to expect. I mean, unless you hit the lotto on YouTube, I call it the lotto guys. You know, you have some out there that gets tens of thousands or even hundreds of thousands of subscribers in a couple of months, or 3, 4, 5 months. They're up and running, and they actually make a business out of it. Unless that happens to you, you know, YouTube actually does not produce a whole lot of money for you. Even though we're monetized today, it's just not enough to call a salary or whatever you want to call it. I would I recommend, if you are doing it, if you do it, and this is how I do it. I do it for fun, pure fun. That's it. The cost of doing what I'm doing, the videos, the travel, the things, way over succeeds the income that you're making. So you can't really expect to do that. The other thing, you know, when you start to doing things on YouTube, try to start small. Unless you are a serious camera guy and love electronics and equipment and have a lot of money to spend on it, just start with the low budget stuff. When I started the channel, I started with a cell phone. Didn't like it because the cell phone has no stabilizers or anything like that, and it's kind of not fun for the viewers to see a shaky cell phone and that kind of stuff. So I went ahead and found a little camera called what is it called? I think Andoer. It's a 4K camera. It doesn't really shoot good 4K, nor does it shoot good 10K. And I made a decision for now, YouTube 720p high def. That's all it's need, and I haven't gone to even 1080p at this point. I might. I have some cameras going to be coming in here, and at that point I might go to 1080p. One of the other reasons is it takes more time to render, it takes more time to produce the whole thing. When you render it out, the file gets 2 times, 3 times, 4 times larger than the 720p. So I do it out of convenience, and the quality on 720p on most cell phones, and you know, 65-70% of all the people watch your stuff on the cell phone anyway. So I just recommend, you know, keep it low budget when you start, have fun with it, and go from there. All right, guys, I think that is a wrap for today, and we will see you at the next video. And hopefully here the quarantine is going to be lifted. Maybe on the 15th we have they're easing up on it a little further, and we can go from there. So we will see. I hope to get back out there and do some blogging. We had a lot of events actually lined up with different real estate agents around the country. I'm going to start doing a little bit of on developments that are taking place here in the Philippines, residential and other projects, because Philippines is a very progressive country, and lately, you know, just the last 5 years since I came here, I have seen a lot of build up on the infrastructure, the roads and all kinds of stuff. So I wanted to start making videos about Philippines again, and places to live and all that good stuff, and service you guys with content regarding that. So that's coming as soon as we can get out on the road again and do this. And for now, God bless, and we'll see you soon again. Bye-bye. Wait, don't click that button unless, of course, you hit the subscribe button, and then you can move on. And while you're down there, hit the notification button as well. And if you leave a like or a comment, we will personally respond to you on all or any request you might have. And thank you for watching, and we'll see you again